anticipate and negotiate concerns and resistance. Before I start, I just want you to know, my section was like this, literally. Alright, so I lived here over the summer, lived right in that house, made this slip and slide, and we jumped off the roof onto it. It's pretty sweet.
Hold on, what's underneath that thing?
Crash pads. Like, you know, pole vaulting stuff, they're giving away at, well, they're throwing them out of the gym, so we just stole them.
Cool.
Well, not stolen, so we could have it. That's my buddy, doing a front flip. He's insane. But, yeah, sales resistance. Back in the day, when people got sales resistance, they thought it was a bad thing. They thought that they were doing a bad job selling the product, when in fact, it's just the customer asking questions. Yeah, now we just see resistance as an objection, as an opportunity to sell. Alright, yeah, objections equal questions. Buyers want more information. It's the salesperson's job to inform them of correction of urgent information. If the prospect doesn't ask a question, it just means these things. Anybody want to try? Yeah. Price.
Okay, price.
Good.
Saying it all.
Service.
Oh yeah.
Warranty. Delivery.
Yep.
Yeah, tell us.
Alright. If they don't ask these kind of questions, it means that they're probably not interested in the sale at all. So, like when my dad goes in to go buy a new car, he always asks questions like this. You know, if he doesn't, probably means he's not interested in people at all. In closing, there's some instances you can't make a sale at all. Like someone doesn't have funds, the technology doesn't fit, and delivery dates don't match. When this arises, the salesperson should end the sale properly, so it might lead to future business with the prospect. Anybody got a question for me? All right. Go.
In your sales video, did you have any resistance?
No, no resistance. Kind of planned it out, you know.
Did you have fun?
Killed it. Absolutely killed it. All right. What are your objections, like, from the salesperson point of view? Don't you, Matt?
What are you looking for? The word scramble words that you?
Yes.
Price?
Yep. Questions? Yeah.
We'll put that to one side. Who's up next? Fire yours up. Give some feedback on his presentation. What did you observe?
Spoke clearly.
What else?
You engaged us with scrambles.
Now, the scrambles work pretty well from what I can tell, which is a good thing. What else?
You dressed nice.
Yeah.
Super nice.
Very calm.
Yes. What about what can you do differently next time?
Learn about the scramble, maybe, just in case the person's not expecting it.
Yeah, just gotta be ready to help someone when they get stuck. Yeah. But how about how about when he's leaning down and looking straight?
Looks like you don't have to.
Yeah, so
That's
you're
not fair. I'm super tall, man.
so Bill, you were like leaning forward like this, like looking like right into the screen, just like this, going and you're like having one arm over that. So you're very natural with some of the other things you had up there, but it's if you could stay back a little further, maybe have like notes or something, or
Yep.
I'm trying to figure out. So because anytime you go like this and lean forward, looking at the screen, you're kind of like losing us because you have a great presence and you've got a nice job presenting. It's just I'd like to see that from beginning to end. Does that make sense? All right, thank you.
You all doing good this morning? Yeah. Good. All right, I'm Jamie. I'm doing reasons why prospects raise objections. Chapter 8, learning objective 2, and I'm an environmental policy major. This is just something that happened to me a while ago. Got in a dirt bike accident, hospital for 12 days. Long story short, like 8 broken ribs, collapsed my left lung, and lacerated my liver, so I was internally bleeding really badly. So, something to share. Overview. We're gonna go over the 6 main reasons why prospects raise objections. Okay. So first one, anyone want to read just the first line?
Buyer wants to avoid the sales interview.
And that'll be an objection. So the strategy for a salesperson to do that would to set appointments to become part of the buyer's like daily routine, so it shows him he has a relationship. Just read the first line again.
Salesperson has failed to prospect and qualify properly.
So a strategy for that would be to ask questions to verify the prospect's interests to get like a little bit further information for it.
Buyer will not buy on the first sales call.
So the strategy here is to have a regular call on the prospect. Lets the prospect know that the salesperson is interested and not just a random telemarketer or something. Read the first one.
Prospect does not want to change the current way of doing business.
So this would be in a sense where they already have someone that they're going through and they don't want to change it. So the salesperson must prospect and understand there's a better solution. So they have to show the buyer that their solution is better than the person they already have. That's it.
Prospect has failed to recognize a need.
The salesperson must show evidence that sparks the prospect's interest, so he has to give him something he wants.
Prospect lacks information on new product or on the salesperson's company.
So the salesperson has to continually talk to him, keep telling him about his company. If he doesn't know too much about his company, he's not going to buy from him. So he has to continually work to add value by giving the prospect information about his company and whatnot. And then, who has my first question? Let's see. Well, little quiz. What does the salesperson have to do if the buyer doesn't buy in the first sales call?
They call regularly and not seem like a random person who's
Um, Exactly. Let the person know that he wants a relationship and not just a random phone call every now and then. So, good answer. Yes.
How big is your scar?
My scar from the tube. It's only like this big. Just a little tube action.
So you only there for 12 days? Or was it 15 you said?
No, it's like 12. Well, 11 nights. Fun.
That stinks.
When was that?
It was like a month before my freshman year of high school, so I couldn't even play football my freshman year. That kind of sucked, but yeah, I was in there for a solid amount of time.
What were you trying to do?
Last lab.
What does that mean?
Like 2 more skip the last. Like you
Oh.
always get hurt in your last lab.
Did you say it was the last one?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's one.
And they did like was hitting this jump on this track, and I did like half a front flip, and the bike landed on me from like 25 feet. So.
I assume you're wearing all the protective gear, right?
A helmet.
Oh, you didn't have any like body armor or like
I wasn't like racing or anything at the time. I was just kind of messing around with my buddy. Ended up, this old lady who owned the field kind of kicked us out, and that's why I was the last lap. And she came flying over on her 4-wheeler, this old lady, and was like, "Oh my God, let me call an ambulance, blah blah blah." And I was like, "No, I'm fine. Like, stuck to it now, I'm fine." And I like rode my bike back home, and I was like, "I'm not fine." I had my like neighbor drive me to the hospital, or drive me back home, because like I wasn't even near my house. My friend's neighbor, and then my parents drove me right to the hospital. But
You ever go to the grass
I'm in
racks?
shock.
what?
You ever go to grass racks?
Yeah, like snowmobiles, you
Yeah,
mean?
they do the snowboard.
Yeah, I've seen
and
that.
stuff.
That's
They-
fun.
One of the guys, the same thing happened, like it fell on them, and they got flooded out. It's so cool.
Let's give him some feedback on our presentation. What do you guys observe? Give us some feedback on this
Engage
presentation.
the audience very well
How?
by having us read it, and we would elaborate on what we read.
Yeah. What else did you observe?
There wasn't a lot of words on PowerPoint, so he had to speak a lot more.
My section was like this long too.
That's a short one.
Yeah.
Were there any pictures?
I had a couple.
Yeah, he had
It was kind of like
Hospital picture.
Oh, no,
I
yeah,
would,
yeah.
I don't know, here, whoops. You know.
For the magnifying glass.